Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XRP. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today, wherever you are in this great world. We're going to talk about XRP. I'm going to talk about a few other things as well. I'm only going to do one XRP video today because I got to show some of the other altcoins some love too. So failing to raise the debt ceiling will cause economic catastrophe. Janet Yellen. You ever take notice when they want to raise the debt ceiling, they have to create this sky is falling narrative all over mainstream media news. And we knew they were going to raise the debt ceiling anyway. So the House passes bill to increase the debt ceiling by $1.5 trillion. I don't even think there is a debt ceiling, honestly, because they could create as much debt as they want. They're never going to pay this debt back either. But you know who's going to pay this back? Me and you over time through inflation. And you know that $1.5 trillion is supposed to last all the way up until March of next year. Wait and see. Within the next 3 to 6 months, they will come up with another scenario to raise the debt ceiling again. It's going to happen. U.S. Senator Ted Cruz says he's incredibly bullish on Bitcoin. You know, right now in Washington, we have two groups of politicians. We have pro-crypto politicians and anti-crypto politicians. But one thing I noticed is the anti-crypto politicians are also tied to the big banks. U.S. Senator Ted Cruz has recently stated he's incredibly bullish on Bitcoin. Moreover, the senator says he's bought the dip in regard to the digital asset that just surpassed a $30,000 price earlier today. Moreover, Cruz stated his belief that Bitcoin was firmly cemented as the alpha in the crypto sphere. If Ted Cruz doesn't know what XRP is, wait until he finds out what it is. Wait till he finds out what utility is. He'll be changing his tune very fast. But it's nice to see politicians talk about crypto. It shows you they want to keep this innovation alive in this country. First Republic Bank stock trading halted, citing volatility after sinking another 18% today. You know, I said it before, these banks are on the razor's edge. At any moment, any bank could just collapse out. I don't think any of them are actually stable. But this time, the U.S. government is currently unwilling to intervene on First Republic. Tomorrow, I'll do another video where I'm saying the U.S. government is going to bail out First Republic, because every single time they say they're not going to help this bank or bail out this bank, we end up doing it anyway. Chinese yuan surpasses U.S. dollar in Chinese cross-border transactions. But you know, people keep asking me, why is the U.S. dollar not falling in value? It's because China and Russia can't take down the U.S. dollar by themselves. That's why Operation Sandman is so big, because that's 100+ countries breaking away from the U.S. dollar all at once. That would send the U.S. dollar plummeting very fast, and I think that's going to happen eventually. And as it does, crypto will rise. Brazil's president supports creation of trading currency for BRICS. Now, like I said before, I know that they're going to create their own currency inside of the BRICS countries. I still think they're going to use XRP as a trust layer in between, because 3 out of 5 BRICS countries right now work with Ripple. 2 of them work with Ripple and also utilize on-demand liquidity, India and Brazil. SEC plans to 10x the definition of accredited investor. So right now, you must have at least $200,000 in personal income or $300,000 for combined household incomes over the past 2 years, with the expectation of the same or higher income in the current year to become an accredited investor. The SEC wants to raise this to at least $10 million. I think this goes far beyond this. I think at some point in the future, you're going to have to be an accredited investor to invest in crypto, or you're going to have to invest through an accredited investor, because that's where everything is pushing. We're so lucky to be holding crypto right now. Anybody who comes in the future might not be able to get in so easy. And that's why I said it's always going to be important not to sell off all your crypto. You might sell and not be able to come back. And you know they want to shake us out any possible way they can. So I'm going to play a video of Gary Gensler in 2018 saying that 75% of tokens aren't securities. Take a listen.
Regulatory matter, Brodish. So we already know in the U.S. and in many other jurisdictions that 3/4 of the market are not ICOs or not what would be called securities, even in the U.S., Canada, and Taiwan, the 3 jurisdictions that follow something similar to the Howey test that we've talked about. 3/4 of the market is non-securities. It's just a commodity, a cash crypto. So you'll hear debates about initial coin offerings and what's a security and what's not a security. Relevant and important debate. But for 3/4 of the market, it's not particularly relevant as a legal matter.
So back in 2018, 3/4 were not securities. Today, everything's a security except Bitcoin, it seems. Why don't we have the same Gary Gensler we had in 2018? It's because the banks took control of Gary Gensler, and he's working for JP Morgan and Goldman Sachs and the rest of them. So if you want to regulate, then regulate. Put in the hard work to build a framework and set guidance, as so many other G20 countries are already doing. The 27 EU members countries can agree on a set of rules with MiCA. What's stopping the U.S.? Brad Garlinghouse said that. Over in the EU, they're on the verge of regulatory clarity around crypto. Here in the U.S., we just stay where we're at right now. Nothing is getting done. That's why it's nice to see politicians talk the way they do about crypto, certain politicians, because that shows you the interest is there to keep all that innovation in this country. It's just going to take time to get everything put in place. That's why the Ripple case is so important. If Ripple wins and XRP gets regulatory clarity, that's it. That changes the entire game. That's why it's so important. Ripple versus Zakonov, crucial hearing, high stakes class action hearing begins today. So I'm only going to show you what is important of today's hearing for Ripple. The hearing aims to hear oral arguments on whether or not to certify the group of XRP owners suing Ripple. Bradley Sostak, who had held XRP for 2 weeks, is seeking to become the lead plaintiff in the class action. He claims XRP is a security. Sostak requests a court to form a class of all XRP owners who purchased and presently hold XRP or sold XRP at a loss. You know, a lot of people came into crypto and they knew they were gambling it right out of the gate. They said, you know, listen, I'm going to invest, hopefully get rich from my investment. Sometimes it doesn't work out. You know, it was a lot harder back then. I think this case started in like 2018. But today it's a lot easier. If you invest in the right cryptocurrencies, it's like a no-brainer. You're going to get rich off of it. You know, you're going to get that financial freedom in the future if you invest in the utility and use case. But some people come into crypto, and if they're not rich within 2 weeks, right away, crypto's a scam. I want my money back. That's what happened here. But the problem I see now is he's trying to bring other people in that sold at a loss. And a lot of people did. You got to remember, when this SEC case started, XRP plummeted very fast back in December of 2020. And I'm sure there was a lot of people that left crypto and never came back, sold their XRP at a loss at the same time. And I still think there was other people who always think they're going to sell at this price and buy back at a cheaper price, but then the price goes higher. That happens inside of crypto too. You know, everybody wants some sort of bailout. You ever take notice to that? You know the risk when you come into crypto. I don't need the SEC to, you know, look out for me inside of crypto. I know what I'm getting into. You know what you're getting into. The good thing is we're XRP investors. We invested in the right crypto. This guy who's now trying to sue Ripple, most likely he's never going to hold XRP again. And most likely he's going to miss out on one of the greatest opportunities in his lifetime. And you know, all it took was not being a crybaby back in 2018. He held XRP for 2 weeks. Come on, I've been holding XRP for almost 5 years now. Brad Garlinghouse is fighting for the entire ERC20 crypto space. Yeah, right now, Coinbase suing the SEC. Everybody's, all embracing Coinbase. Oh, it's so nice to see what, they're doing over at Coinbase. It's nice to see that they're fighting back against the SEC, and it is. But the problem is when it was Ripple tied up with the SEC, nobody wanted to get behind Ripple. That's the sad part of it. And Ripple's fighting for all of crypto as well. People in the crypto space need to realize we're all in this together. I don't even care if you own Bitcoin. I'm not a fan of Bitcoin, but if you own it, me and you are in this together. If you hold Ethereum, me and you are in this together because we're all crypto investors. And anything that goes against fighting back against the SEC, anybody that fights back against the SEC, you should be right on board with them every step of the way. Show them your support. April 2023 article on evolution of digital banking mentions Ripple partnering with banks around the world to utilize blockchain. So technological advancements like blockchain and artificial intelligence will have a major impact on the future of digital banking. Blockchain technology is being utilized to increase the security and effectiveness of cross-border payments, with companies like Ripple partnering with banks around the world. That's where we are now. And if you look through this, you see how banking evolved over time. We're in the next step of banking where Ripple's going to play a huge role. That's why I said it's a no-brainer if you come into crypto now. If you buy XRP at these prices we're at now, you have nothing but gains in the future. Everybody always says the same thing. I'm going to invest. I'm looking to invest, but not now. I'm going to wait till this case wraps up. Then I'm going to buy XRP. I'm going to wait until the price starts moving. Then I'm going to buy XRP. At some point, you're not going to be buying XRP because it's going to be way too high priced and it's going to price you out. That's the importance of buying now. The world is going to be taken over by Ripple and XRP, and we know it's just a matter of time. And I hate to say that because a lot of people say, I've been waiting forever. Well, I'm there with you. I've been waiting for a long time as well. But you have to stay patient and wait just a little while longer. I think everything is coming around exactly like it's supposed to be. You take a look around the world. You have BRICS countries coming for the US dollar. You have them extending the debt ceiling at the same time. That's going to be bullish for crypto as well. More people are going to try to fight back against inflation. How do you do that? You pull your money out of the bank and you invest it in something like crypto or gold or silver. But on top of all of that, ISO hasn't even really amped up yet. That's coming in the future as well. This case cannot go on forever. Never forget that. With that said, I'm going to wrap up this video. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you watching my videos. We'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.